Hey VC folks, Boris here, the vinyl veteran, and I thought it's time for something not really different, but well, as a matter of fact, I think I told you before that my schedule is quite busy, that I'm working really long, and usually during the week I do not have really more time than maybe listening to one record. Sometimes two, but one record is more or less everything I can do. So, in honor to those circumstances, I'm planning to do a series. Uh, so, no end there, just a new series which I will call 7 for the Week. Because this is more or less what I can listen to during the week, and in fact, it is what I was listening during last week. And maybe you enjoy it, maybe not. And yeah, let's dive straight into it. A record I was showing most probably before, but currently I'm, yeah, in a kind of a nostalgia trip. And I was born 71, so my musical taste for the popular music was built during the 80s, let's say. And yeah, during those nostalgia I had and thinking about past times, thinking about school, and thinking about a lot of great memories, I was thinking you too. And therefore I was listening to this best of album from U2. It's from the 80s until the 90s with all the great songs from Joshua's Tree, Rattle and what you usually know. And I had a lot of fun with it, and really was listening to it several times, in fact. Not always on vinyl, but when I was in the car, I was streaming in that. It brought back tons of good memories, and really dig that. Yeah, same in terms of nostalgic trip was Phil Collins. I mean, can you imagine the 80s without Phil Collins? Most probably not. I don't care if it's his best, his worst, his whatsoever album. I just picked this one and enjoyed it a ton. But seriously, um, yeah, also some because I was thinking of Tina Turner and her death, and most probably you know that Tina Turner was living in Switzerland as well as Phil Collins. Not sure if he's still living in Geneva, but he was living there for quite some time. So, just a short tip between me and you: if you want to get rid of your trouble being famous in the States, come to Switzerland. We're a nice country. We're nice people. We leave you alone. We don't care about your business, even if you're famous. Just kidding. Well, Phil Collins had also a lot of fun with it. Um, I was also showing, I think this was an album I was showing when I was starting in the vinyl community, quite at the beginning, and this was some kind my awakening in terms of vinyl, because when I came back, really bought a new turntable and got back into vinyl. Even if I never sold my old vinyl, this was one of the first albums I was buying. It's 74 miles away from the Pier Anchor Trio. It's blues with a electric piano, but with a lot of modern influences, and yeah, it's a fantastic beat, and it's super enjoyable, and I'm digging that album a lot. Highly recommended. I think you can't buy it new anymore. I think it was not pressed often, so Discogs might be your best possibility, or you stream it. I mean, It's a wonderful album, if you ask me. Next up is Tigers and Hummingbirds, from a female singer. Most probably I will pronounce her name wrong. It's Jal Nashon Levin. I think she's a Jewish singer. It's on Low Swing Records. Low Swing is a German label which specializes in totally analog audiophile recordings, really with a lot of old microphones and stuff. Unfortunately, the old studio burned down in Berlin, I think 2 years ago, not sure. This is now recorded in a new place. It's wonderful. Her voice is beautiful, the recording quality is insane. And when I was listening to it, I was remembering that I have another album from her. In fact, it's signed with Love, Jail National Living, Shining Long After They're Gone. As well, beautiful to listen, as well on Low Swing, and not sure if you can get it in the States. But if you can, really try to grab it. It's beautiful. Beautiful recording, the quality is insane. Jazz is Dead. It's a series which is at the moment still active, and this is number 17. It's Lonnie Liston Smith. I was buying it out of curiosity. I read a review where someone wrote, "This should be jazz. If this is jazz, I don't want to listen to jazz anymore." Because, well, this is jazz, the old-fashioned jazz with modern music, rap, hip-hop. I think this guy, Ali Shahid Muhammad, I don't know him, but he's on, I think, more or less every record from this series. And what can I say? I really love it. I think it's brilliant. I'm not a person who sticks to just the old stuff, just the old well-known stuff. In fact, my musical taste not changed over years, but broadened, let's say. And my taste in music when I was younger was much smaller, more narrow than I am today. Today I'm totally open-minded. I really try to listen to a lot of music, even which I might not like on the first hand. A good example is lots of this electronic music where if you would have asked me 20 years ago, I would have said, "Oh gosh, no, I can't stand this techno bullshit. I hate it." Today, I kind of like it. I still don't listen to everything. But I think there is some really great music, and yeah, I think you have to be open-minded. Last and number 7 is my second UHQR, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experience, and I have to say the same what I said to the Miles Davis kind of blue. This is insanely good. I mean, it's insanely expensive. I know it's really expensive. Nothing I can afford every month. But it's worth it. The vinyl is so quiet. The recording quality is so good. The music sounds so fresh, so live. So really, you have the feeling you're sitting with the guys in the studio or listen to this thing live, and it's really good. And most probably this won't be the last UHQR I'm buying. Well, that's it. Seven for the week. Um, yeah, if you don't mind, tell me what you think. If you think if that's a good idea. I mean, I know. I think I'm around 300 something subscribers. Um, I think only one or two are commenting. If I look at those statistics, which I do every 2 months, um, not really many people are watching. Maybe it's because of, I don't know. Maybe you don't like me. Maybe my English is full of shit. Maybe it's not interesting what I'm presenting. I don't know. Um, I can't say I don't care. I mean, I still do it because I have fun with it, and but of course it's much more nicer if you have a kind of audience which is enjoying what you're doing. Guess you know what I mean. Whatever. See you next time. Maybe with another seven for the week. Maybe with something else. Cheers, guys. Have a good week. See you soon.